My name is Olivia Wur. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Pinekazi.
I'm Wesley. I'm the CEO of Mobile Technologies.
My name is Chris. I'm from Vindex Systems.
I am Ruth Masharia, one of the co-founders of EGGKE.
My name is Manassas Moshiri from Manoti Kenya Limited.
I'm Elijah Lubala. I'm a portfolio entrepreneur and I run SolarFi.
My name is Dixon Ayuka and I'm the co-founder of Agrobel.
The effect that the program has had on my business is tremendous. Just being able to analyze the market more and being able to just communicate the message of the business.
A lot of insight, a lot of learning, a lot of finding out loopholes about what you thought was so perfect. So yeah, it's been a great experience. It's been exhilarating to say the least. Yeah.
Self-development class was particularly challenging because some things you think you know, but when you're questioned on them, you find you don't quite know what you think you know.
If people invest in you, they're not investing in your business. If they don't like you, they won't touch you and your business. I'm not here to teach you how to like criticisms. I'm here to teach you how to handle it. And the reason being, you cannot escape it.
The session that had the most impact with me so far was with the doctor. You know, he can see your business before you even tell it to him.
Investor must live without any doubt of what your ask is and what your value proposition is for that ask.
This is honestly very transformative and it's very unique. I've never seen such content in any of the programs I've attended.
I've learned quite a lot in the past week, and it's been definitely an incredible week from the first meeting with Brandon to the day that we are today, the pitch sessions and the feedback that we got from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you get 15%?
How do you get 15%? It's what we want to achieve for the next 7 years.
How? Why 15%? Why not 100%? My question. Why not 2%? So I see a partnership between you and Bookings Africa, and I'll tell you why. Google Bookings Africa. So you are saying that people cannot go to school because of the cost. You're right. And I'm an advocate for not about education only. Skills. Whether it's influencing, whether it's fashion, whether it's tailoring, right? That's what I think.
Yes.
I like that. I think your price point is too high. But it will appeal to people abroad. I see that. But also, you don't want to leave the market that is local. So I think, I think your price point is high and your cost point is too high. So look at re-engineering your production process to lower that cost. I also think that because it's waste, you're not paying for the waste, it's free, right? So that's not the problem. The cost of what's the cost coming from?
So far I have worked on both my SWOT, my personal SWOT analysis and that of my business. So this has opened up avenues that I had overlooked before, which without the program would have been detrimental to our success.
From the past week, I have learned 2 key lessons. 1, how to apply technology in business, and number 2, how to improve on the self for purposes of not affecting the business. On technology, we will leverage more on technology to ensure that most of our processes are no longer manual, but are driven by technology. It's a big chance and opportunity to reduce costs on brick and mortar, unnecessary processes, so that we focus on the main agenda, which is lending in our case.
And for me, what it's really defining exactly what my business does, because I've, starting it out, and the first time I told the story, it a little bit seemed that we are all over, and so what is happening is that there is more clarity in what exactly we do, where we gain much value from, and how we can now deliver that value to the last user, to our clients and consumers. Yeah.
As a facilitator, my session was on product, competition, and ecosystem.
Why should somebody spend their money on you versus the other guy?
Build that competitive moat as you go along. It's important to build not just for today, but for tomorrow as well.
Majorly, what I've been able to learn is clarity in communication, more so about the solution that you're providing, and clearly being able to state the problem and coming out strongly on your unique value propositions.
The world doesn't endorse your goodness, you communicate your goodness. That takes science, that takes protocol, that takes a lot of logistics, a lot of planning, strategy, strategic foresighting, stratagem.
Personal branding is very important, and it's important to remain authentic to your true self.
The brand called you is that it's directly correlated to the success of your endeavors in your business.
Branding is pretty much the ability to rent a space in the minds of others through their impulse and their imagination.
If you've built a good business, it should outlive you.
When you do well as a business, when you do well by doing good, ultimately your brand loyalty is much higher. Those are the kind of things that people are willing to pay more for.
If it's in Kenya, how do you ensure that key personal identifiable information is not accessible outside the country?
It was a really good session, and I'm really looking forward to see how they're going to translate this to drive their business.
Sales and marketing is everything in the company. You don't produce a product to hang it in your office. So that journey that you walk with the client is what that determines the success of your company.
The way you know that you've done this well is if somebody who knows nothing about your business can read it and fully understand why you are going where you're going, that the market is large, that you have a clear strategy to achieve it, and you have tactics.
As I'm thinking about my business for the next 3 or 4 years, I am breaking down every action into tactics and then steps that I can take so that I will be able to get where I want.
You really need to understand the market you're serving, its dynamics, what are the opportunities, what are the risks.
What will be the outcome? What resources do I need? What are the risks and how can they be mitigated? Because once you have cash in the bank, typically one of the things you need to do is to raise the awareness of the brand, acquire customers, growth. Growth is key.
The thing that makes me the most happy with this incubator program is that you're not only focusing on the business, you're also focusing on the person.
If you spend your life doing something that does not fulfill you, it's a wasted life. Anything you learn here, call home, share it. It helps you.
A lot of Ivy League knowledge is here. I can attest to that in so many ways.
This is a think outside the box strategy. Don't follow the straight line. Go left, go right. Find your way where you're going.
So start thinking of abnormal. Why should a chair have 4 legs? Must it have 4 legs? No. Must it even have a leg at all?
One of the biggest successes in any company is building the right team.
I think this program really stands out, especially from the aspect of personal development.
Your words are expensive. Just imagine a word is $10. You'll be careful how you give it away.
So being able to just learn from my failures, my mistakes, and be able to go above them and have more of a clear vision from the failures that I've gone through.
But why do most people fail? They fail because they don't have a messaging strategy. What is their content in their messaging? Being able to express your ideas clearly is key.
Knowledge is power. So you can never learn enough, and you need to keep building on what you know.
I must admit the pressure is intense, but generally I'm really excited to be here.
Make the right decisions if you get the money. Once you get the money, yeah? Okay? Don't take money in tranches. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Like, you can't say someone's going to pay you, or you hit this milestone, stuff like that. Just don't do it. Like, you're too small right now to agree to that deal. Your business will suffer. And I've done it. I've taken money in tranches and I was dying.